Soper now ahead of Pierre Dieudonné, then Grice, staying with them both, and obviously well and truly on the pace, and the first of the Volvos, Granberg, then Olofsson starting instead of Cecotto, who's waiting to see which car is going best. He wants maximum points here, and through the cement goes the leader. The marshals have got their buckets and spades out, not to make sandcastles, I might add. The Ford still heading there. Grice, Brockwell up, the two BMWs, Dixon's Rover, the CBM BMW, Carlo Rossi, and it's back marker time now for the leaders already, and the Fords weaving their way through. Dieudonné has been displaced by Soper, we know, but he's trying to get that place back, and Granberg is proving conclusively that he's the quickest of the Volvo drivers. Still a lot of cement dust about, and locking up now, and going onto the grass. Well, Dieudonné had got back in front of Soper, and he's lost now 3 places as a result of that manoeuvre. That makes it 4, and there'll probably be at least 1 more before he gets the car back on cam, back on turbo. Battle that's been going on over the last 12, 13 hours or so. The electrics will take less strain as lights go off. The surviving Eggenberger Ford Sierra, driven here by Siggy Muller, comes out of the pits, still running well and looking towards achieving its goal. Next year, these cars will have the Cosworth engine. Already, though, with only 8 races to their credit, they've had 1 win. BMWs have run to race plan. They're up with the leaders and every chance of success. Their rate of success here at Spa, remarkable, and Berger out to prove he can do it again. Lights flash as the Rover goes past a Mercedes. Hana hustling along in 3rd place. And the second of the BMWs, the Schnitzer cars that is, also going well and providing tremendous opposition too. Dieter Quester, a man of tremendous experience with more European championships to his credit than anyone else, determined to prove his point here at Spa. Both Volvos are still running. The number 2 car in the hands of the reigning champion, Thomas Lindström, partnered by Ulf Granberg, and the Belgian Didier Thys, is the leader of the pair, and still well placed. At Rivage, in spite of locking brakes, he holds off one of the Schnitzer BMWs. Mauro Baldi brings Volvo number 1 into the pits for a routine stop. Cecotto to take over, and once again the windscreen cleaned, while under the bonnet is checked for oil, tyres are changed, and everything seemingly going according to plan. This car was delayed during the night with a turbo problem. Brake pads are changed, however, before it can return to the race. Oil replenished, down goes the bonnet, and it's back into the race for Volvo number 1, Johnny Cecotto at the wheel. This has not been a happy race, however, for the Mobile Holden dealer team, and particularly for Peter Brock, who came to Spa knowing it to be a round of the World Championship in 1987. Their forays over here have indeed not been very successful as far as this particular car is concerned. It's head gasket problem again. And while the car doctors deal with that, the witch doctor, the personal chiropractor of the Brock team, deals with the driver. It seems to me that his arm's coming off and they've got to staple it back on. Meanwhile, Mike Raymond talks to the man behind the World Touring Car Championship.
While the 24-hour race continues, we've made several references to next year's 1987 Spa Classic being a round of the first ever World Touring Car Championship. It's been a long time coming. The man responsible for so much of the planning is Ian Gamble of West Nully, Strathmore in New Zealand. Well, Ian, it must feel like a nice period for you. At least it's going to get off the ground.
Yes, it's definitely going to start next year, and we're looking ahead to Monza with the first round.
Tell me this, when did you first conjure up the idea that the sport should have a World Touring Car title?
Probably about 2 years ago now. Well, when we had the first race in Wellington in New Zealand, everyone had talked about a World Championship for years, and we just made a few inquiries, and it was just a matter of someone getting off their butt and doing something about it. that it's more than one person, of course.
Oh, obviously, but how difficult has it been to piece together? Because I would think having dialogue with the people in Paris at FIA and FISA might present one or two problems.
Yeah, very frustrating. The hair's going and getting Gr.A, but everyone's trying to push their own barrow, and probably understandably, and that's from circuits to teams, upwards and downwards. So it's a matter of pulling all the strings together, and we're finally getting there.
So the series will start at Monza in Italy next March.
Yes.
And how many rounds?
11 rounds, and the final round will be in Fuji in Japan in November the 8th of '87.
Well, for New Zealand and Australian viewers, there's good news with the James Hardy race and, of course, the Nissan Mobile 500 in Wellington being rounds.
That's right. Yes, both are rounds 9 and 10. So the Wellington race will follow on 3 weeks after James Hardy.
Well, congratulations. A lot of people have been talking about it for a number of years. You've finally done it.
It's up to everyone now to make it work.
Another Kiwi strikes good.
Along with Australians.
Ian Gamble, of course, one of the men responsible through West Nellie Strathmore for your 1987 World Touring Car Championship.
With so much interest centred around the new World Championship at Spa, we decided to talk to the drivers about their views. First, Gerhard Berger, Grand Prix star as well as saloon car ace.
I think Group A is the right class to make a good championship. It's not too expensive, so a lot of drivers can come. Also some private drivers can drive. So the important thing for a race is a lot of cars, and there will be a lot of cars. So for me, that's the perfect thing. I would like to have a big Group A World Championship.
I think about 10 rounds is the maximum you could do and still do your own championship, like here in Europe, or people from your part of the world do the Australian Championship. Any more rounds than that, then the domestic championships will start to suffer.
I think it's a fantastic thing that we have a World Championship next year, and I think the competition is so good that we must have a World Championship coming years, and that's the first year, 1987. That's a very good thing.
I'd be very keen to do it. Obviously there's a lot of small little nitty-gritty problems to sort out, but overall I'd be very interested.
I suppose it's something that a lot of people have been working on. It's come to fruition now. The final seal stamp goes on next week, I believe, so there won't be a problem in running the championship, and I'm sure West Nellie Strathmore are more than delighted to be the people promoting it.
Social rugby at its best, car to halt.
Finally, the rear axle has been giving problems for some considerable time. Finally, the car has had to retire. Mechanics look on. Walkinshaw, having changed, walks away. If Wyn Percy is still hopeful, Tom has a rueful sense of humour about the whole thing. Meanwhile, the number 7 car is still going well. It's leading the race, and it looks as if Armin Hahne may have this third win that he's been so dearly looking forward to. Maintenance work carried out on this car too means that they need to look at the rear end as well. They too have an axle problem, and the message has gone through to the BMW team. 6 hours to go, and Hahne, Pirot and Cuesta occupy the first 3 places on 376 laps. Rossi on 370, Walkinshaw 368 and falling back, and Voigt on 368 as well. Can the Schnitzer cars finish first and second again? Certainly, if Berger and if Pirot have anything to do with it, they will. The Schnitzer BMW team are always going to be the ones to beat.
Motor racing is a sport where being down doesn't necessarily always mean being out. Take, for example, the seat here from Alan Grice's Roadways Commodore. You'll see that the seat is in fact shattered. And that's a problem caused by Grice's co-driver, Belgian Michel Delcourt. The problem is Michel weighs about 5 times that of Alan Grice. And for some of the other fun of endurance racing, just look behind me. These are the crew members of the mobile dealer team who have been working throughout the night. Good fun, isn't it? Endurance racing.